Hi, Scott here again in the kitchen. Today we're making pistachio macaroons. Now while I was away again on my recent trip, there was a lot of macaroons served as petit four, and I was quite surprised going from the continent, so as in the UK, and then through America, they all seem to be doing the same sort of trend. And there were different flavours. There were pistachio ones, there were lemon ones, and they were often made very small, and they were sandwiched together, often with chocolate ganache, which is like a chocolate icing. Today we're just making them as macaroons, and they can be a wee bit tricky, so if you just follow the recipe and take each step as you go, then you'll end up with a nice crispy meringue type, which the macaroons are based on biscuit. So we're starting off with some egg whites, and to that we're actually just adding our sugar. So we're actually not making a meringue as such, we're mixing our sugar and our egg whites together. Just till they're frothy. Right, at this stage we're then going to add, you don't have to, but we add a wee bit of green food colouring, which just helps the colour of them. The pistachio nuts don't add colour, they're just adding the texture and the flavour. So we now add our pistachio nuts. Some ground almonds go in as well, 60 grams of those, and it was 60 grams of pistachio nuts, and then 225 grams of icing sugar. And we want to mix all of these together. Now you need to leave this mixture to rest. So place it into the fridge. Make sure those dry ingredients are well incorporated. So there's your mixture. So it's quite loose. It will firm up once it goes into the fridge. So we'll just set that aside. I'm using again a Silpat mat, which will actually stop them sticking to the tray, because they do go quite meringue-like and they can stick to the tray. If not, use some well-greased, greaseproof paper and lay that on, but I've got Silpat mat down. I've also lightly greased that with some cooking spray. So then we take our mixture and little, probably half teaspoonful sizes, go onto your Silpat mat. And the recipe says between sort of 12-15 minutes. You just keep an eye on them. It will depend on the settings on your oven, how long they're going to take to cook. So this is how they come out. So basically, just as you can see, they're quite thin, they're quite crisp, and they've got a meringue type texture to them. So there's our pistachio macaroons. You could dust those with some icing sugar if you like. I'll just put a few fresh pistachio nuts around the outside as well. So give that one a try, and I'm Scott in the Lifestyle Kitchen.